You might not believe, despite of knowing that it is my first contract as port engineer, it is my first contract in international shipping company, and it is a big thing for a seafarer, especially here in the Philippines. I don't know around the world, but it's a big thing. Knowing all those stuff, I requested to sign off. You know what was the reason? Then I will tell you all about it. I requested to sign off for the reason that actually in 3 months of that contract, I am sailing with full crew Filipino. But then the company decided to change the crew, the nationality, in total the nationality, the whole Filipino crew, they wanted to change in whole Indian crew. So they started with senior officer. Senior officer had signed off before us, junior officer. And so I started like being anxious because that is my first time. I've never sailed with other nationality, of course, and I never really have lived or met any Indian people. No, I've only been around with Filipino. So the anxiety gets high and high for me because of also what my, workmate, my colleagues had been feeding me all the time. Like, oh, you will be sailing with all this blah, blah, blah. And they are not feeding me any good at all. They are just feeding me all the bad things, all the bad. I absorb all those negative. In my mind, I started to really imagining myself because the company did not want me to sign off. They want me to stay in the company. They don't want, even though, like everyone already had scheduled that they will sign off in this port, and I don't have scheduled yet because they don't want me to sign off. They want me to stay actually in the company, and because I'm the first female they hired in their company, and knowing all those big accomplishments for female, you know what I did? I requested to sign off. For what reason? Because I got all those anxiety from other people who feed me with all the negativity, from other people who just, like giving all the negative. Maybe that's true. Maybe they had that experience because they are, seafarer who have been sailing for quite long time. Maybe they have a bad experience with all these people. But I don't have that bad experience. But I had requested. So in short, I only have, let's say, 4 months and a half or almost 5 months, between 4 to 5 months of that contract. Requested to sign off, not seeing the difficulties that I will be facing once I sign off. The difficulties of reemployment once I sign off without finishing my contract. And that is the first time outside the Philippines. I've been into that blaming myself. After I sign off, it was very difficult to get hired. It was very difficult to be hired in the same position because people who are sitting in the office, in the shipping company, in the shipping agency, they would always ask me, why you only have this months? They all constantly would have a doubt on my sea service. They would always like, why would I requested to sign off, knowing that it is my first contract to be blah, 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 and it's like a big thing. And even though I told them the truth that I requested to sign off because of this, of that, like for them, it was so shallow reason. So I don't know what else to say. I don't want to create a story that is, that is not true. How many months I've been looking for a shipping company, and I, going through application interview, and they constantly asking about that sea service. They constantly asking about that, that contract, and it's quite hard. And I've never seen, and constantly they always telling me that, oh, your experience is not enough to be hired as same position and blah blah blah. I was hired, but they asked me take the lower rank, 1 rank lower. Of all the hardship, so in short, I accepted the lower rank, and I had that fear of not being hired, and always on blaming myself, and I have that guilt and blaming all the time myself. I have that fear that I don't know, that comes up to the subconscious level. That fear, thinking that I'm not good enough, my experience is not enough, that everything is not enough in me. So I had that up to my subconscious level, and that's how I realized that, oh, it started on that journey. It started on that contract why I attract all these people who constantly see me not worthy enough. Because deep inside of me, I'm not seeing myself as worthy enough. So I observe myself when I'm doing certain job. What is my reason? What is running on my mind? What is on my thoughts? What is my thought over when I'm doing a certain job? And I always fall into the reason because I wanted to work hard. I need to have experience, and I need to really prove to them. I'm constantly falling into the reason of proving that I'm good enough, I'm worthy enough, like looking for observing my thoughts and myself, that why I keep attracting all these kind of people, why I keep attracting people who I need to prove myself, who is not seeing me worthy. I even think that I am a victim of discrimination, of gender bias, and I'm a victim. Ilya, quiet. Discrimination of this field. I even think like that. And then I realize and I start observing myself when I'm doing the job, what is running on in my mind. I observe that I fall constantly into proving myself, that I need to prove to my senior officer that I'm good enough, I perform well, I'm constantly like taking, and for me, having a good appraisal report is a big thing. And I observe that, oh, I'm into this needing, I'm into this proving of my self-worth. And I know if you are going to like mirroring why I have this on my mirror, why I have this in my reality, it's because inside of me, I have that. So maybe consciously, you don't have that. In my conscious mind, I don't have that. So I started like treating my subconscious, like changing my belief, whatever belief I had acquired through that experience. You know, you can change your belief in this thing, change your thoughts. The only way is to change your thoughts. And if your thoughts is fueled by emotion, fueled by feelings, you put feelings on your thoughts, and with repetition, you can absolutely change your subconscious. You just need, like maybe 30 days, 40 days, or 60 days. But with this step, you can change your belief. So I started doing that, consciously telling to myself, yes, I'm the best. I'm good enough. I'm worthy. I'm doing well. Maybe it's not enough to consciously telling yourself, because your subconscious will not feel that. But I visualize myself before I sleep. I visualize that I'm the best. When I wake up in the morning, I face the mirror. While brushing, I'm telling to myself, well, I'm good enough. And I started looking for some proof that I'm good enough. Even just simple cleaning in engine room, even some simple job, I'm saying, well, I've done this job perfectly. I've done this job well. And even, just an ordinary days, even all those ordinary days where nothing really had going on, I keep myself safe. I don't have any trouble. I'm good. I'm the best, right? So I keep feeding myself with all the positivity. I keep feeding my mind with the thought that I am the best, I'm good, I am the best, I'm good. Put my attention into seeing my best. I put my attention in seeing my best. I don't mind any minor things as he's angry at me and blah, blah, blah. No, I don't want to think about this. I'm just seeing that, well, I'm doing my job. I'm the best. I'm good. I perform well. And all this kind of thinking, all these thoughts, I feed myself with all those things. And I do that with one contract. And the whole contract was absolutely amazing. And it changed everything. I don't even realize that, oh, they like me so much. They like how I work. They see my worth. They see me as, oh, the best. Seeing that he might not be the best. It's just, we don't need pretty face here. And we don't need if you keep feeding yourself, people might think like that. Well, people will think like that because you see yourself like that. You are seeing yourself not worthy enough. You are into needing to prove your worth to someone. you are on that energy, you will just attract people whom you need to prove all the time your worth. I don't know. I just did this and everything was perfect. Every contract, I look forward of meeting new people, of people whom I don't even know that they will become a part of my journey, and people whom really appreciative, people who see me as worthy, as good. It doesn't really matter if you are the most excellent, you are the most intelligent person. You will still attract all these people. Even that you are intelligent, you can pass any examination, any interview. You will still attract all these kind of people because deep inside of you, you don't know that you have this in your subconscious. That's why you are attracting all these kind of people. Even for, let's say, for some company that they have this exam and all that stuff, it's easy for me to pass. And even for the interview, it's like so easy for me. But then again, the problem is attracting all these kind of people. I start realizing and observing myself, observing the reality that I am facing. And that's how I start changing. And right now, I just all the time look forward of, oh, I'm enjoying my vacation. At the same time, I'm enjoying my work on board. I enjoy accomplishing things on board the ship. I enjoy my work as a marine engineer. I'm enjoying seeing a lot of male that they would appreciate female. In the engine department, especially in engine department, there is a lot and a bigger and wider community in engine department of being masculine. And if, let's say, like me, I'm feminine and, like little of masculinity, mostly feminine. And I'm embracing my femininity. I don't want to really pretend that I am, boyish. I have this masculinity where inside I'm feminine. So why would I deprive myself of being feminine? Because just to prove them that, I can do this job. I can, perform this job because I have masculinity inside of me. I don't do that. Yeah, that is how I change everything. Actually, acknowledging the negativity, but then again, don't feed it with emotion, with feelings. It will just vanish. It will not be going to your subconscious. The only way for your thoughts to reach up to your subconscious level is when you feed that with your feelings, with such a strong feelings, even if, let's say, some thoughts feed with fear, and with repetition of that, it will reach up to your subconscious and it will become your belief. Let's say if your thoughts is being fueled by emotion of guilt, shame, it will really expediting with, repetition and with such a strong emotion over certain thoughts, over certain situations, you are expediting it to reach on your subconscious level. So the only also way to reverse everything is start with thoughts. Start with thinking whatever you wanted to change. Start thinking that, oh, I'm good enough. I don't need to prove because I know that I'm good enough. So start feeding yourself like that. It might not happen like over the night. It might not happen within days, weeks, or a month. With consistency, it will reach into your subconscious. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe on my YouTube channel. Yes, see you in my next video.